Very good evening to all. I am so much privileged to welcome all the participants again for today's session 2 of day 3 in Faculty Development Program on Cutting Edge Advances in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. It's my immense pleasure to welcome the session 2 guest Mr. M.R. Sendil Kumar, Director, Pantech Solution Private Limited, Chennai. We are truly honored to have you here with us today, sir. He is a dynamic entrepreneur and visionary leader. His technical expertise and operational tactics have been the foundation of his success in building Pantech Solutions into a national brand and industry leader in tech-driven education and solutions. He forged key partnerships with NITK Surat, IETE South, Nanmudalvan, Government of Tamil Nadu, positioning Pantech as a leader in skill development. He also led projects for major clients like L&T, Infosys, and Intel. He has pioneered Pantech's entry into machine learning, artificial intelligence, and IoT, etc. He got many industry certifications and recognitions. He has been recognized as one of the top 10 best leaders in e-learning by CEO Insights India magazine. In 2023, he featured in Silicon India for equipping leaders with hands-on experience in emerging technologies. He is serving as a Board of Studies member at Madras University for over 5 years, contributing to curriculum development in engineering. I welcome you, sir, and I hand over the session now to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please carry on the session, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening to all, and thank you for this opportunity to talk about the topic of data science, to share my knowledge to every people like. Okay. So thank you so much, ma'am. Maheshwari, ma'am. Thank you for invite to me for this. Thank you for this opportunity. So today's session, we will discuss about the data science concept. So maybe in previous sessions, you already know about the data science. So we'll take that session of data science. What is that exactly? So now I will continue with that. What is the data science? Where the data science hugely it has been used, as well as what are the applications. And in the end of the session, I will show you the one particular concept, like example of hands-on way in data science field. Okay. So without delay, we are entering the concept. Okay, once I share my screen, so just wait now. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Okay, so now I have continue. Okay. So if you have any doubt, so kindly give it your post it your queries or doubts in chat box. Okay, now. So don't hesitate to feel free to ask. So any kind of doubts in the middle of the session, we will clarify it. Okay, so now we will continue with that. Yeah. So data science. So data science is the art of turning the raw data into the insights. So already we know about the data. So in our current technical or technology world, without data, we can't do anything, right? So we will send it a message or our information, anything we can share it in a technological way. That is called as a data, right? So now also I can share my information in presentation way, or else my wordings wise I can share it to you. That also we can consider in a IT industry or technical industry, we can say that is data. So in that particular data, we can make it as a one proper structure. That's way we can easily understand. So now I can represent into the one image way as well as the text format. So in easy way, like once you can read the sentence, you can easily understand what I try to say. So that was everyone can expect. So the data science has focusing the most important thing in this particular data to understand for every people, right? So that's why we said that is a turning the raw data into the understandable format. That is the insights. Okay. So with the vast amounts of data available today, so data science helps to make the sense of it, all by using the statistical and computational methods to extract meaningful insights. So we can make our data or make our information in a paragraph wise. But what is the main purpose of that means in 1 or 2 lines means that is very meaningful is everyone can expect, right? So in this one, in the same 4 line, I have to give it in a brief line, like take it in one paragraph. That was no needed. So what I would try to say in a short way, mostly everyone can expect in a short way. We can understand one particular concept in easiest way also. So data science is helps to understanding the information in that particular data. Okay. That's why we said the data science it's a very booming concept in current world and every IT industries also. So data science is the future of decision making. So we can say like that prediction. So now the weather, like in our mobile phone, the weather, what is it? Weather application is there, right? So that was the application is working like based on the today's and the previous day, like yesterday weather condition wise, they have to predict the next day weather, like climate, how it was there. So maybe last 2 days, that was very chill climate in the night time, right? That is around in Chennai location, around 30 degrees Celsius only is there. So maybe the comparatively the data wise, tomorrow also the same climate has to be maintained. So everyone can see in your mobile phone and yeah, wait a second. Yeah, now you can see. Okay. Yeah, here the weather condition is there. So once I open the weather condition, here you can see. Now in the current weather is a 30 degrees Celsius. So just excuse me, just a minute. Yeah, sorry for that. So now you can see that today current time weather is 30 degrees Celsius, around 30 degree. So maybe in upcoming time, the air quality is 50 and the wind speed is in 6 kilometer per hour. The humidity is 70%, 77%. So everything is working like a based on the yesterday and today's weather wise, they have to predict the next day's weather. You can see it here. So now today is an, yeah, Wednesday, right? So Wednesday 31 degrees Celsius, around is a very cloudy climate. So next days, they also in week wise, the climate has to be predicted. So here also the data science and machine learning algorithms has to be working in this particular weather prediction also. Okay, now so tomorrow it's a 30 degrees Celsius. In tomorrow after the Friday is a 31 degree. So almost in this entire week, the same climate has to be maintained based on our climate range wise. Okay. So just an example, I have to show that. Okay. So now the future, why we can say the decision making means we can predict anything. Okay, so for example, on the stock price to stock market, how today is the price is there. So yesterday is a very down, very less means today is an average. So maybe tomorrow is an we can based on the timing wise we can comes to the one prediction. Maybe tomorrow is a very high market. It will be happen. The prediction is not fixed one. That approximately we can say maybe it's happened like this. Okay, so that's where we can say that is a data science, the future of decision making. In today's data-driven world, the business and organizations of all kind rely on data to make the informed decisions. So data science plays a crucial role in this process by providing the tools and the methods needed to extract valuable insights from the data. So that just now I said on my flow, so I said so same thing is that in a definition wise. The data science for everyone is not focusing in a particular IT industry or one particular education industry. It is for vast department, a vast domain for every departments, like starting with the weather department or else the climate, space or agriculture or transportation. Everywhere the particular AI as well as data science they have capturing the every domains. So while the data science has traditionally been associated with that technical field like computer science, statistics, it's becoming increasingly important across all the industries and the disciplines. So anyone can benefit from this learning data science skill whether they are working in the healthcare, finance, marketing, or any other fields. So why we can mentioning this kind of healthcare, financing, or marketing means they have repeatedly works based on the previous data. So healthcare means we can take it now. The AI will be there, right? So the AI can do that human work, right? Now we can take one kind of example that was heart disease prediction or any breast cancer prediction. This kind of disease we have to predict based on the our best blood pressure range, heart rate range wise. We can give it a data into the our computer or our AI model. Automatically the computer can predict based on that particular values. So in case the every ranges will very high means the person is having a heart disease. If very less means the person does not have a heart disease, right? So the doctor also do that same thing. So everywhere we also experience this one. So we can make give it, I mean, take that every test and go get the report to send it to the doctor. The doctor has to see in the report. They said you have a severe stage or first stage or ending, I mean, middle range. Like that way, they have to say the position, I mean, situation of our health, like condition of our health, as well as give us some medicines of our problem. So same thing, the system has to be in that. So what is that one problem is there means the yeah, computer can predict the values only. They can't give a suggestion. But now the ChatGPT also give us suggestions also. So we can take this medicine for your health condition. So now recently the youngsters, every youngster people are saying like they have to speak with that AI, like every AIs. So they have shared their emotions, they share their pains in that particular AI. They're not sharing our humans. They're sharing into the systems. So sometimes they said you give that commit suicide. So like that way, unwanted things also. Sometimes the AI has to be in give a suggestion way. So that's why mostly every people said so you don't believe AI for 100 percentage. So whatever information we need, we can take it from that. But we can't fully focus and fully believe in the particular AI technology. So like that way they said. So we not go get into the deeply in that particular AI concept. We can come into the data science. So now the finance and the marketing, so both are same format. Okay. In every field, so data science are captured. Okay. Now we can go with that applications of data science. So I already said the application means wherever the data science has to be implemented. So starting with an healthcare. So the algorithm can be trained on the large amount of patient data to identify the patterns and to predict the likelihood to of a certain disease or condition. For an example, the predictive model can be used to identify the patients at high risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, as well as other conditions. So just now I say the example in oral way. So same thing has to be here. Next one, finance. So finance is the data science can be used to predict the various financial outcomes such as stock price and interest rate and economic indicators. This can help to financial institutions and make more informed decisions about the investment and other financial activities. So based on the stock market, so based on the opening time, there's a day opening to the day ending means we can predict the value. So every investors has to be follow the same method. So now the trading is very trending thing, right? So here also same like here, the data science helps to predict the value of stock market. So next to pharmaceutical industry. So we can make the any drugs like medicines like that. Data science techniques can be used to analyzing the large data set and identify the new drugs, target and potential therapies. Data science models can also be used to predict the efficiency of safety of drugs before they are tested in the clinical trials. So once they have invented the any kind of solutions or medicines means first they have to check with the computer. Before that, before 10 years, they have to implement with that animals like pets, like a rat, rabbit, like that. Small animals they have to first test. Then we have to comes to the human test. So before is no need the animal test also. So the first they have to give it medicine levels into the give them to the models, AI models. They have give it like analyzing the data fit for or not. So like that way. So next they have to going with the next stage of animal testing. So customer segmentation, that was a marketing one. So that is a best helpful to make that particular one. Here the AI models to help. Now we have to market one particular product, like any kind of food product, beauty product, or else any education related one. So whatever it is, we can market means we can asking to the model this kind of a machine learning or data science models. They have to particularly trained for this kind of things like marketing things. Why? Because of the data science techniques can be used to segment the customers based on their behavior and preference, such as which product they are likely to purchase or which marketing messages they are likely to respond. This can help marketers develop more targeted and personalized marketing campaigns. For an example, now the social media applications that like starting from the YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, Twitter. So everything is a general social media applications. So now we have to market one product that on the time we can take the picture of our product and give a description about that. Automatically, the product description and the caption and the range of that, the particular application also gives us some kind of suggestions. Because of already that they was trained, the particular application was trained. So every people can experience this kind of situation also. Like tomorrow, oh sorry, today morning we can discuss like you are discuss about any kind of things. Like you can discuss about any car related topics or any education related topics. You can talk with your colleagues or friends, and in the same day evening you can get some suggestions from your social media for your conversation topic, your discussed topic. How it has happened means because of any other place you can talk about that particular product or topic, or else you can search the topic in that particular Google or anywhere. The particular data has to be stored based on the machine learning concept. Okay, that was the feed suggestion will be happen, like the post suggestion will be happen. Okay, here also the behind the data science process will be there. Okay, and crop yield prediction, that are the same thing based on the weather and what crop factors wise, like crop conditions wise, they have to give a suggestion. You can yield this kind of crop that is fit for this weather condition and soil condition. Like that way, they have give a suggestion. So this kind of domain wise, we can see the example of like hands-on of data science concept. So crop prediction based on using machine learning concept. Okay. So tools for data science. What are the tools we can use it here? Like that, some requirements like. So we need to Python programming. On programming language definitely we need, and the visualization is important for better understanding for our data insights. And the machine learning is helps to predict the values. So just now I said right, and the NLP to understanding the data what they exactly the computer has to be predict. And deep learning is helps to identify the data. So it is which kind of data? It's a text or number or image, so whatever it is. The mathematical statistics to apply to begin the process of training and what is that, checking the data condition. Everywhere the mathematics and statistics can apply. How the medical department have some kind of formulas. They can follow the some formula. They can predict or create the new solutions or new medicines. Same like that here, the mathematics and statistics will applied in our training process as well as prediction process. So these are the tools for data science. So as well as machine learning, just already said, right? So creating the algorithms and the models capable of making informed choices or decision by processing the data or learning from it. So simply said, that machine learning is the concept of to train the machine for our prediction. So that's it. There is a training process called as a machine learning. Machine can learn the data from us. Next one, the data. So the training process, how the action it has to be implemented. Data analyzing and pre-processing and a machine learning algorithm. First, we can take the raw data and we can analyzing the data, how it is working, say related to us, our product or our prediction. We can analyze it. Then we can go with the process. The machine algorithm we can use to create the model and we can train the model. Okay. And deep learning. So deep learning is specialized field with the machine learning, where the artificial neural network are employed to process and analyzing the complex data. In one line, we can say about this deep learning means they can decide what kind of data we have to use. There is text data, or image data, text, audio data, or video, or number data. So what kind of data we can use? The deep learning can decide, as well as it's provided the data into our machine learning concept. So the deep learning is the most important one. In simplest way, we can say it means deep learning and machine learning both are combined with that. That is called as an artificial intelligence, right? We can say it like that on cooking process. Okay, we can make one kind of dish. Okay, so major thing we need ingredients as well as the process, cooking process. Same like here, the deep learning is an ingredient. the cooking, the dish, particular dish ingredient. The machine learning is a process of to make that particular dish. Finally, we can create one kind of dish, that is the artificial intelligence. Here, the process will be called as data science. Okay, machine learning and data science is not a much difference between that. So both are around same thing. Okay. So next one, how the deep learning can work. So the same thing. First, we collect the raw data. Same, the analysis process has to be decided. The neural network has fixed the data. So it is a text data. It is fixed fit for our prediction or whatever it is. So we can make a prediction or recognition. The neural network can decide that this data is enough or fit for us. Okay. And next one, artificial, just now I said, so machine learning and deep learning is a subsets of artificial intelligence, like AI technology. And NLP. So NLP can use used in AI technology mostly, as well as our prediction also is needed. Because once the particular computer can understand our language, what I try to say, what I have to train that particular system, then that really the machine can learn. So that's why NLP concept used it here. NLP is a natural language processing. Okay. Yeah, that's what just now I said, that is a natural language processing is NLP. NLP is a machine learning technology that gives the computer the ability to interpret and manipulate and comprehend the human language. Okay. So now you know one thing. In human, so inside the human, we have a multiple languages. So Tamil, English, Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Urdu, like Arabic, and what was the Sanskrit? So like Sanskrit. So everything is there. So multiple, around 720 plus languages spoken in our current world. Okay. So human, inside the human, they have some language barriers, but the computers much differ from the human, right? So the computer can understand first the human language, what the human try to say. Then only they have to understand what, give an answer for us. So the NLP can majorly the focusing on like interacting to computer. That's very helpful because of first they understand human language and converting into system language. System can understanding of human language. Simply said, the computer can learn, understanding the human language, human can understand the system language. Like that way, the NLP to help to transform the data like the format. So types of machine learning, what are the types? There is the three common types, that was supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. Supervised is meaning like a labeled data. Labeled means we can mentioning the name of the particular data. Another thing we have to say, it's a teacher student concept. Okay, teacher student concept means already we know, the teacher has know the question and as well as answer. The teacher will expect from the student, as the students has know the question, they have to create the answer for the question. Create means they have to find out the answer for the question. Same thing will happen in here, like supervised learning also. Here, as a teacher, our user is a teacher. In this place, as a user, we are as a teacher, we have to train our computer. We have to teach our computer to, you can learn like this format, like this data in this kind of way. After that, the model can, the model can once train, after that we can check. So we can provide one kind of question like that. That is the round shape object I have to give it. So now based on this kind of concept, I have to give the round shape one object. They predict is a circle, like circle image or circle data like that way. Because we can predict, trained the particular model like shape wise. So round shape is a circle, and four face is a square, and three face is a triangle like that way. So that's why they predict this round object as a circle. So this is the way we can train our model like a supervised learning concept. So there is in this supervised learning has the two kind of types. One is a regression, another one is a classification. So what is the difference between the both means, the classification is represent to the cold or hot, like yes or no type. The regression is represent to the answer like a continuous value. So they represent to the one particular value. So the both question are common. Meaningful, right? So what is the temperature going to be tomorrow? That also right question, and will be good or cold, cold or hot. Like that way we can also asking the question. So based on the question wise, the answer has to be differed. Okay, so we can take the stock market. Now I can ask the question like that same thing. So what is the stock market value in today's ending time? So in this question, the particular people or anyone who where I can ask that people said today is an 84 percentage will be there. Like the percentage they have to denote. Same thing I have to asking today is a high value or low value. Which one is there? So based on the question wise, the answer will differ. That's why we can mention like that. The continuous values, the point out the one particular value that was regression. They can say yes or no type, high or low. That kind of way they have to say the answer. That is a classification. Okay, now. Next one, unsupervised learning. That is unlabeled data we can use for training process. He's a self-learning. Supervised learning set teaches a concept that is take it as a what was that? State board exam. We can take it like the state board means school education. Thus, unsupervised learning is we can mentioning like it is a what was that? It's a government exam education, like government exam preparation. Because the most of the people the self preparation can make, right? In their home they can some people are leave it from quit the job and they can 24 into 7 they do this same thing like preparing a government exam, so like that way we can easily understand this concept. So that's why I said. And next one, unsupervised learning we can take that already said it is unlabeled data we can use. Here it has to be working like based on the count, the data's count wise they has to be predict. Here two circles and two triangle, three six faces and two square is there. Based on the date particular data's count shape wise they have to predict. So you can the result is classified like a one group is having the square group, another one is a circle group, another one is a triangle group, third last one is an six faces group. So the based on the shape count wise they have to predict like classify the datas. Okay, so this is the way you can say like unsupervised learning. It's a self-learning concept. Next we can go with the reinforcement learning. So it was once the particular process has to be in end, until that they have to repeatedly do that same process. Same here, the agent has to be complete the environment, so they have to follow the same action. So they have to change the process or action, but the particular environment will be same. So now we can plan for any places. So I have to go to the movie. So once I go the movie and came to my home, I have to do the same process. I have to prepare for the movie and going to like transport. In travel. So in suddenly any yeah, what is that? They happen any incident. So weather related or show related, anything is happen. But I have to fix. I have to go the movie means I will do that any kind of way. I have to reach the particular destination, right? I can using my personal vehicle or as public transportation. Anywhere I have to go the cinema. Same like here, the agent has to, once they have to fulfill the environment, they have doing the same process. That is a reinforcement learning. In that particular process, they have to facing some kind of flaws as well as they have to facing some kind of idea, getting some kind of ideas. They can take that things. They have to change in the another method to complete the process. Okay. So next one, steps in machine learning. What is the action, the process of the entire machine learning concept? First thing, data collection. Already we know. So once we need to get manually or any platform way we can collect the data. Then we can do the pre-processing. Pre-processing is important to any duplicate values or empty values is that we can analyze and train the split. That is we can split the data and train the data. That is a train plus split concept. And feature selection means we can select the individual data. So we can split it into the input and output data like that way. That's why we can make a prediction. That was feature selection. Next, we can go with that model selection and the model training. That means model creation. Already we see the algorithms of machine learning, right? The machine learning have some algorithms. We can choose the one particular algorithm name and we can create the model, and also we can train the model based on our splitting data. Next, we can do the prediction. Before the prediction, we can evaluate the model. So how it is happened exactly, how it is work exactly. Okay, so in the steps we can see with that particular project, I will showing one example. So where you can collect the data. So you can manually you have to collect that, you can do that, or else you can go with that particular common platforms. So internet online platforms, that is Kaggle, UG Machine Learning Repository, and Google Dataset Search. So most of the people, they prefer Kaggle because the Kaggle is one of the repository to store the data or algorithms or models, and everything will be there in this particular platform, that is Kaggle. And UCI machine learning repository also same like that. So Google dataset is different because they give a URL to the, like, give a website to collect the data. So that's why. So once I show that each and everything, how it is, how you can collect the data. So once you can go with that Kaggle, we can starting from the Kaggle, you can select the Kaggle. So that was on data science company. They have to working for every data related things only. So that's why. So first link you have to go, and in left side you can see, yeah, okay. In left side you can see you can multiple things, home, competition, data set, and everything is there. You can choose the data sets. In this particular data sets option, they have a multiple things. So trending data sets, and recently I have using data set, everything is there. The retail sale and the world, city and countries, car sales, student performance data sets, everything will be the trending one. And recently I have using this kind of data set, as well as benchmark data set, everything is there. So which one you can choose, you need, you can choose, or else you can need a unique data set means you can search with here. So search option is also there. So I have to choose hard data, like take like this. So here the heart failure prediction, UC heart disease, and multiple varieties of data is that you can whatever you need, you can choose and download to yourself. Like I can choosing this one and go with that. So what kind of data is inside the one? Everything is there. So age, gender, change, chest pain type, and resting blood pressure, cholesterol range, blood sugar, and electrocardium result, heart rate, everything will be there. So you can, once you check your data, and you can click the download button and download into the zip file format. Once I click this, the file has to be downloaded like this. Okay, next you can go with that same like that, your file manager, and download yourself, and you can use the data. Okay, so we will comes to later in this one. Yeah, next we can go with the UCI. UCI machine repository. You can same follow the same thing. So first link, initial link, you can go with that. Yeah. Here the iris, starting from the iris to wine quality, everything will be there. Here also search option is there. So before entering this, you can log into your mail ID. After that, you can use this. So Google dataset already I told that was a give up website only. Sorry. Yeah, Google dataset search. The first option is there. You can go with that. Here I choosing the car data. Once I give the enter, they give us some suggestions to the websites. So the growth market reports, universe RoboFlow, and it says sales data. So here the Kaggle also there, Kaggle, UCI. So what all the data collection platforms is there, everything will be there. So whatever you need, you can choose. The better thing, they have to definitely, every data has to be give a recommendation to Kaggle. That's why I said in the first option of Kaggle. Okay. So now I can go with that pre-processing method. So in the pre-processing, having some kind of things, so analyzing and cleaning everywhere is have a different one. So the feature scaling, first one is feature scaling, second one is encoding, third one is imputing null values, fourth one is an outlier detection and handling. These are all the four factors as important one. Feature scaling means our data is there, right? In that particular, in that particular data is important for us. I mean, that means they take it from the particular statistical values. Heart rate means they have a less heart rate and the highest heart rate is there. We can equalize the value. That's why we can make the prediction. So that's why we can using the scaling, feature scaling. Encoding means is to converting the text data into the number format. In case the gender column or else, what was that? Hard disease predictor means that is yes or no type means we can converting into the 0 or 1's format. Like that way we can using the encoding. And null values means any null values that we can drop the null values or else we can impute the null value. There is two kind of options. Impute means we can add the values based on the empty places, count of empty places. The outlier means our predictions. In our prediction, the one particular data is only having wrong prediction means we can using the outlier deduction. We can handling the outlier. That was one of the prediction format. Okay, so these are all the important pre-processing features like tools are there. Next on the algorithms. Next you can see that is supervised and supervised. The like the type wise individual algorithm name is there. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So now we can see the classification having navy Bayes classifier, decision tree, support vector mission, and a random forest k nearest neighbors. Regression also having linear regression, neural network regression, support vector regression, decision tree regression, lasso, and a ridge like as a lasso ridge both are not different, both are same. And the clustering is also having k-means clustering, mean shift clustering, db scan, and aglometric hierarchical clustering, Gaussian mixture. So reinforcement having based on the decision wise, so based on the humans work, they have to predict. So Q learning, R learning, and TD learning, so everything will be there. So most commonly used tools in our data science field. So pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and scikit-learn. Panda is represented the pre-processing tool that was we can initializing our data and showing the data everywhere. We can using this pandas library, and NumPy is helps to numerical Python. So to handling the numerical value, we can using the NumPy library, and a Matplotlib and a Seaborn both are related to the visualization concept. How to visualizing the data in a good way, like to for our understanding. So what is the difference between the Matplotlib and Seaborn means Matplotlib is in working with that array as well as data set. So manually we can give that value. That value space also we can visualizing the data. The data set means now I can download like example, right? The hard disk data. That's already exists in a table format. In the table format also we can implement in the Matplotlib. But Seaborn is not like that. It's only applicable for data set. So that's why we can using the both at the single prediction. And scikit-learn is a algorithm. It contains the every algorithm. Just now I see, yeah. So in this every algorithms can contains in this particular scikit-learn library. If you have to need one choose one particular algorithm name, we can mentioning this scikit-learn library, take it from that particular place. We can importing our library, so like our module. Okay, so now I can show you the example of this. Okay, so just now wait. I can go with my files. Oh, sorry. Already have in collab, Google Colab. Okay, now you can see. So first I have to importing the libraries for my prediction. Okay, first thing, the pandas. Pandas already I said is a pre-processing library. So here we can choose in the crop recommendation, like crop prediction using machine learning concept, like data science concept. So what is the major motto of this means? Based on the ranges, soil condition, weather condition, based on like this way, which kind of crop it fit for this kind of place we have to predict. So there is around 20 plus crops is there. So which is fit for this? Based on randomly we can give the value, the how it predict the particular like decide the particular crop fit for this particular yield. Okay, so we can see. So that was we can create the prediction system. So pandas is important for pre-processing. That's why we can uploading our data also. And NumPy is the numerical values we can accessing and handling. Matplot and Seaborn already said it was mm, visualization for visualization. Yeah. Warnings. So import warning means in case any kind of file is locked or else any zip file is there, they have to give a warning. You can ignore this file that is not fit for us. Like that way they give a warning. Now it's no needed. So in case we can additional purpose we have to add. And sklearn like that is a scikit-learn. Just now I said right. In this sklearn model is having the particular modules and everywhere. So sklearn.model selection for train test split and the sklearn.metrics for accuracy score. So the score was important to identify our model, how the model score. The score wise, first we can come to the one kind of idea. That means it is fit for us or not. So based on the value wise, we can decide it is a fit or not. We no need to go with that prediction. And that at that time we can change the algorithm name or model name like that. Next is a decision tree. So because it's a classification, right? So anyone can say how I can say it is a classification. So crop prediction is a classification type. So in machine learning concept, I have to say to you, right? Yes or no type means it is a classification. Continuous values means a regression. Now I said crop prediction is a classification. Why? So I can show the data set also. I can show it to you. So anyone can say the answer for this? Yeah, okay, just a minute. Here the folder is there. So nitrogen and potassium, phosphorus. The based on this range wise and temperature wise and humidity and pH range, rainfall, everything wise we can fix. I mean, we can set this crop is fit for our prediction, like yield. So no one are available in a live. So anyone can said why I can say it, the crop prediction is a classification. I already opened the data set also. Hello. If you can't turn on your mic, you can give a chat into the chat box. Give a comment in the chat box. We have to take that session in a one-way concept. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible only.
And that was right, ma'am. I asking one question. Yeah. Yeah, I had to repeat. Okay, fine. So now I said the crop recommendation, crop prediction is the classification type. Why I said, how I said that it is a classification. So what is exactly classification? Okay, Mukesh said about KNN algo is used because of different crop. KNN means K nearest neighbor. Okay, that's also classifier, right? Different crop. Okay, nice answer, sir. Yeah, okay. So Mukesh said about that KNN algorithms used to because of different crop. KNN also K nearest neighbor classifier. That is also one of the classifier algorithm. Why I can use it here means there is a different crop, the rice and the maize as well as chickpea. Oh, yeah, types of crop. Exactly, ma'am. Kanagavalli, ma'am. Yeah, exactly. So because of different crop is there. So that's why our prediction will be came like this one. So all in it, before the session or else before this hands-on concept, I said we can predict the crop based on these particular features or factors. So based on this ranges, the phosphorus and nitrogen, potassium range and the humidity, temperature, based on this range, we can comes to one decision in this particular land it fit for this kind of crop. That's why I said, so we can say like that this is a classification type because of different output is there, like different crop is there. So that's why. Okay, so thank you for your responses to Mukesh sir and Kanangvalli ma'am as well as Bhavanu ma'am. Thank you. So now we can entering to upload a data set. So first I will import the libraries, essential libraries I have to import. Then I have to go upload the data set, like upload option is there. So I think everyone knows about that, like Colab can go with that file option in that upside there, the upload button is there. So you can choose it your local file. So you can select your data set. So now, yeah, wait a second. Yeah, so crop prediction using ML that was is there. Sorry, CSV file. Yeah, sorry. I can open the CSV file that is a comma separated value file that is Excel related to Excel. I can copy the path and paste it here. So like that way I can represent my file or else just a name, the crop predict, the file name only I have to give that also fit for execution. So now I can run this, the data.head function is executed the data. So I will show the Excel file. Same things will be showing in a table format. N means is a nitrogen, and P means is a phosphorus. So K means is a potassium. The next temperature range of the each crop. So starting the rice only is the rice. So based on these ranges, the rice crop is fit for this particular temperature or particular weather condition. So I can give with the tail function that is executed the last 10 rows, last 5 rows. Head is executed the first 5 rows. The tail means it's executed the last 5 rows. Okay. Next, I will go to the shape. So that is how many rows and how many columns is there. Already we can count the columns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 8 columns. But we can't manually count in this particular data set in fully executed format. That's why we can use. So now we can easily understand, because starting from the 0, ending is in 2100, so 199. That was around 2200 way, right? Next, the describe function. That was helps to assigning the values which kind of columns having the numerical values, that's only is executed in the describe function. Simply say the describe is executed the statistical values. So the nitrogen range is the minimum range is a 0 and the maximum level of nitrogen is 140, and the phosphorus minimum level is a 5 and the maximum level is a 145. Potassium minimum level is a 5, same like that, maximum level is a 205, and temperature also minimum temperature is 8 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature is 43 degrees Celsius, and humidity also same like that, 14 degrees Celsius, I mean maximum is a 99 degree, and the pH range is a 3 to and around 9. So we everyone know, so it's a below 7 that was a acid and above 7 is a base. I think I said wrong, right? Below or above. Okay. So rainfall means based on the rain, how much centimeter of rain will be there in particular day. The minimum rainfall is 20 centimeter, maximum rain set around 300 centimeters, like that way. So next we can go with that unique. So describe is executed the minimum, maximum, and at mean values of every columns, statistical columns. Unique functions to execute at the how much labels is there. So you can see. So there is a rice. So what are the crop is that? That was our prediction, right? So based on the features wise, we can predict the particular crops. That's why there is around 20 crops is there, I think, right? So rice, maize, chickpea, kidney beans, pigeon beans, peas, moth beans, mung bean, black gram, lentil, pomegranate, banana. So based on the crop wise, so everyone knows the farmers are they not repeated the same crop in that particular per year. They have to changing in each say every 6 months or 3 months range. They are changing the crops like, right. So that's why it's here also. And the information data info, it's executed the null values, any null values or types of the data, everything will be shown. So what is the data frame of this? So here the table format is there. That's why it's a data frame. Total entries 2200 starting from the 0 to still 2199, and the column name, each column names and the null values is there. Any null values is there, the values will be decreased. Otherwise, so everything will be fine. And data type is an integer. So how much? So which column having which kind of type of data? Because first 3 columns is executed the whole number. That way it's an integer. Temperature, humidity, everything will be shown in a float. That was is a point values. You can see the point values is there. Label only is having object because of it is a text format. That's why we can say it is a object. Next we can check the value counts of this. So which product, how much count of is there? So rice, maize, multiple crops is there, right? So that's why we can check. So everything will be hundreds, around 20. Our data is also 2200. So everything is having 100 into that. So next we can go with that executed the values in a same value counts. We can check it to the labels in a visualized format. Data science is having the data analysis process. So that's why we can check acts as a variable name. So plt.figure of figure means we can adjusting the size of the particular picture and we can give it the plot. So a C bond, SNS is a C bond. So count plot is represent to the particular plot of this genre, like the type of the particular plot. And the X label means the label, the crops names we can execute it, data set name we can mention. Otherwise, the containers helps to assigning the values in that particular plot. So here you can see that the rice having everything, already we know everything is a 100 count. For our understanding, we can give it as a visualization. We can't do that another visualization because everything will having the values. So we can mostly the visualization is possible to showing this count of the particular text or the particular object type. So that's why. So now we can go with that encoding process. The pre-processing I said, right? In slide, pre-processing is important to analyzing the data. So that's why from sklearn.preprocessing is a library. From sklearn we can collect the module and import the one-hot encoder and the label encoder. So one-hot encoder is represent to the SR no type. Here the label encoder means why is that means label encoder is represent to the one particular name of the data. But the one-hot means is the SR no type. So we have only yes or no, that kind of prediction only is there, data only there means we can feel free to using this particular one hot encoder. But not our data is not like that. We have a multi classes is there. Rice, maize, chickpea, pigeon, and orange, papaya, apple, like that way we have different classes. That's why we can using the label encoder. Based on the name wise, we can assigning the numbers like numerical values. So that's why. So coder is equal to the object is equal to label encoder. Then the coder dot fit transform. The fit is a training process. Transform is a converting process. That's why we can do that same both process at the same time. So that's why coder is already we know that is a class like object model of label encoder. Coder dot fit transform of our data, that is label. Label column only is having text values. That's why. So we can change the transform the data and save it to the same column. So that's why I can using that here also. Same variable I can store the values. So before we can see, so in here value counts and unique everything will represent with the text wise. The labels are represented with the text wise. Now we can after converting this encoding method, we can check that everything will be converting into 0, 1s like that way. So now we can see the label is represented with the 20 because the rice is represented with the 20 like that way. Automatically the value will be there. I mean the values are assigned here. So data label dot unique. Again, I check the unique. So here you can see the unique is there. So same thing here also, but in that in that particular time, the every text has to be showing into the numbers way. So rice has to be represented with the 20, and coffee is represented with the 0 like that way. So we will see the answer for that. You can check the unique. Yeah, you can see that. So that's right. So x is equal to data dot drop. So now we can go with that splitting concept, like train to split concept. Here, already we know the label is our prediction. So we can predict the particular crop name based on the input features. That means the temperature and the range wise. That's why we can drop the label into the another variable. So data x is a new variable to initializing the data. So data dot drop and columns is equal to label, the particular prediction label, and x is equal to 1. The 1 is represent to the given access for column. If I mention the 0 means that is helps to accessing the row count. So that's why. We can drop the label into the y variable. So y is equal to data dot label. So the label will drop it here and store it from this place. Once I run this, again I have to check data is in our original data. The x dot shape is a extracted data. So 2208 and 2207. Why? Because of one label will be dropped and store it in that particular another variable like y variable. So that's why. Next print of x. So we can check. So x means the in this particular data set is having don't have a is not have a particular label column, and y is contains this particular y variable, that is was the label. Yeah, the label column name is the label, right? So now we can go with the training or testing the data. Splitting the data and training our data. That's why. So x train is an input. Why we can say x is an input means because we can give it this details for our prediction. Give these details and we can find out the crop name. So that's why the x is having the input data and the y is having the output data. So the crop names are stored here. So that's why. So x train and x test, y train and y test. Input training, input testing, output training and output testing. That way that is x train, x test, y train, y test. So train test split function, the module is helps to split the data and assigning for our training or testing purpose. That's why. So x and y, we can assigning the x and input and output. Test size is then 0.3. That means 30% for testing purpose. Remaining 70% is going to the training process. So random state of 2 means it is stabling the score of our model. Because of we can run it individually of that particular model, they have to change in the score. So that's why we have to stable that score for every time we can run the cell. So that one we can fix one kind of decision. It was fit for us or not, like that way. Next we can go with that print. So the print x dot shape and the x train dot shape x test. That means original shape already we know. Because of here already we can check. The x shape is in 2200 and 7 columns. 2200 entries, 7 columns is there. But where is that? Yeah, x train shape is differ, but x test shape is differ. Wait a second. Once I run this, and again I have to print this. You can see. So this is the original values, like input original input values. The x train dot shape means yeah. So x train dot shape means that is 1540 data only is going to the training purpose. Remaining 660 is going to the testing purpose. So I tell you at the end of the session I will tell you why they have to fitting in a testing purpose. I will tell you later. Now we can understand how it is splitted. So now I can change in the range of the here means I can give it to the 0.2. So in this shape, in this both shape are differ. Oh, sorry. Because of the test size will be different. Now you can see here the 1760, here the 440. Based on my test size will be decreased, the training size will be increased. Okay, now I can create the classifying, like create algorithm for my model. So DC is equal to decision tree classifier. Already I import the library in first place, so that's why. Yeah, DC variable it helps to assigning the model. So DC dot fit of the particular train. So I have give the fit means train the particular model. So give a input and output training. Already said X is input, Y is output, right? So X train, Y train, I give it to the training process. The decision tree, like this message is mentioning the model was trained. Okay. Next one we can go with the prediction. So we can check with the accuracy score wise. Training and testing wise, we can check to the accuracy score. So X train prediction 1, that was a variable like object to store it the value, and DC dot predict. DC is our model, decision tree classifier model. Dot predict function helps to predict the value from this particular training data, input training data. And finally, we can find out the accuracy score of the model. So accuracy score function helps to predict the actual output, get it from the actual predicted output. Okay, we can multiply the value by 100 means it came out from the 100% like that way. Okay, now I can check with that exact training data accuracy is 100%. So now remove. Yeah, so you can collect from the or images from Kaggle, sir. Now we cannot using the image data. We can just text data only we can use. You need the data, I mean image data, so you can collect from the Kaggle. So based on your prediction, now the crop image prediction, you can search like that. You can get it the image data from the Kaggle also. Or else manually you can, it possible you can collect to the data. You can collect from manually. It's a better thing that is take time saving also. You can get it from the Kaggle platform or EC machine learning repository platform. Now I can follow only text data. Okay. So now the train data is like 100% accuracy. It's not missing any unwanted predictions. It's give a good prediction for our entire evaluation process. Now we can check it another one, that is a test data also we can check it here. X test prediction 1, that is a DC, same thing. Model dot predict of input testing and data test data accuracy of exact accuracy score to predicting the values. So multiplied by the 100. Now we can check it how it is value is a 97%. That also is a good better accuracy because the 97% is a good. So around 1. That means in computer side, computer language we can say that is 0 or 120, right? So if I remove in the 100 means it came it like a 0.97 like that only. So you can see. So 0.97, right? So for our understanding, I have to give it in a convert into hundreds. So that's why. Finally, we have to give our data one by one. So here we can give a data input data one by one. So what is the purpose of this for means it helps to give a value one by one. So the If in case I have to remove this one, we can directly give that like in this particular brackets, we can provide our data one by one. I mean, list format. That is different. I mean, it's difficult to entering that. That way, I individually once I entering the first value is asking the next value. So like that way, one by one, we can execute it. The for loop is helps to execute the column one by one. Once the every values will be applied, is going to the array process. The values are converting into the array. Next, the array has to be going to the reshaping format. That is, the values are executed in a single dimension array like that. Next is going to the prediction. So the model has to predict the values, the array values. Finally, is give a decision. So the value is near to 0 means that is the apple. The apple crop is fit for this condition. Or is going to the 1 means that is the banana crop is fit for this condition, like that way. Okay, but the data is not from our geographical area. So prediction not accurate, sir. So then what to do? Yeah, that was nice question. So that if you have to need your geographical area, crop means you can manually collect the data, sir. Because what kind of data is present in that particular place means we can collect from that. So that means that is not available means once we can manually collect, or else we can relate the image we can use for that particular prediction. Yeah, okay, sir. So if it is possible, I can try to search any other options is there. I will share it in next session. Okay. Yeah. So now the based on the numbers, like prediction number wise, the crop name will be there. Okay. So it's just an example. I will show you in I will create a UI also, user interface also. I will create for better seeing visualization. So I will show you in that another format. Okay. So just wait. I can opening that particular file. I think already opened. Yeah, right. Here I have created the same thing. So everything will be shown in a different editor. That's why. So it's a Python IDLE. That's why I got to create. In this place only I had created the Streamlight application that was showing to the user interface. The every values will store in the user interface format. Once I run this, you can see. Uh, yeah, using the command prompt to execute this one. Okay, so now I can run the Streamlight. Sorry. Wait, run. Sorry. So not this one. Streamlight run app.py because I already have this application. So this is the way. Streamlight is one of the user interface application that was helps to execute our model in a good visualization, like visualization page. Okay. So just a minute. Run app.py. Okay, it is a, oh sorry, the file is not there. So just a minute. I have to choose the file first. I have to choose the file. Yeah, here. I have to copy this one. Copy this path and paste it in the particular location. The command prompt. Stream, wait, run. I have to paste it here and enter. So now you can see here the crop recommendation system and enter the soil and environmental parameters to get the best crop recommendation. So you have to add some codings in your models. So just now I show the ideally here you can see. So everything is the same. The data drop, the read CSV, and the model creation as well as the model training. Next week I can initializing the Streamlight application. You can see the title and the right one. Here we can give the input. I can using the particular predict crop because here the model will be there. The model will be initializing in this place. So based on my input value, they have to give a suggestion. So the model you can see. Oh, sorry, yeah. So my result is equal to model dot predict. Already I create the model. I can initialize the model in this place, in that particular button. Here the every value will be applied here. They have to fix the based on the value space. They give a output. So which kind of crop is fit for us or not, like that way. Okay, so now I can go with that. Where is, yeah. So this is the first nitrogen. So nitrogen is there next to phosphorus and potassium. Individually the values is there. So already the like default value is there. So if we can follow for us, we can follow, or else we can try with that different one. So I can go with that. My open this kind of CSV. So I can follow one particular one. So we can starting from the maize. I can choosing the starting maize value. That was 102 index. You can see. So in this particular 102 index is having like the row is having maize crop is fit for this one. I can take these values in one by one. So I can split the screen. I can, and you can see. So first 71. I think first is the nitrogen, right? We can follow the order. Nitrogen is a 71. I will give it the value is 71 and give you enter and go with that. Next phosphorus is a 54. So 54 and enter. Potassium is a 16. 16 and the temperature of this one, it is a, yeah, okay, 22.63613. Yeah, 22.613. So around the, already we know it is above the, after this dot digit, it is very higher, means we can stop that particular value like that way. So 22.61 and 63.69 humidity, 69 humidity, and okay, and the pH range is I think 5, right? A pH range is a 5, and finally the rainfall is an 87 centimeter. 5.749 automatically switching to 7.5. Rainfall is at 87% centimeter, 87.75. So I give the enter. So now I can predict the crop. Behind the process, the value, I mean the process will be there. The crop name will be there. You can see the recommended crop is a maize. Because of already the value is there. So I can take it the testing purpose. I have to take it from this data set. For our confirmation, because we can same index we can follow, the model is correctly predicted or not, we need some idea, I mean understanding, right? So that's why. So now I can manually give the value in my own way. I have to give the value. So nearest to, we can take one kind of crop nearest to the values, we can give that and check how it is prediction. Okay, okay, we can take the black gram. You can see I can follow up to the 770th index. So I can give the near value, but not the exact value. I give the near value in manually. So 23 means I can give to the 25. Here that 57 means I can give the 60. And potassium means it is a 90 means I can give it to this 16. I give it to the some less values. We can check it is predicted nearly the values is there, means is properly predict for this particular same crop. We have to know. So that's why. Okay, 20. Okay, well, yeah, 19. Yeah. Next is a temperature, that is 32 degree means I can give it to the 35.61, and yeah, humidity is a, okay, we can check. So 67 means I will give it to the 65.87, and pH range is a 7. I given to the 7, exact 7. Finally, it's a 73 centimeter rainfall. I will give it to the 75, 5.5 like that. So now I give the predict means they have to set it's a black gram, because the every value is nearest. My giving value is nearest to that. So that's why. So black gram. Okay. So based on the value space, manually we can give, or else the exact thing we have to give it. That means the model has to be predict based on our training or our input. Okay. So this is the way we can see the data science concept will helps to working in every domain and every department. Now we can take the agriculture field. That was the crop recommendation system will be working like this. Okay. So next, sorry. Now I hope everyone can understand this one. Okay. Please you share this video to use. It's useful for hands-on to such project. Yeah. Okay, sir. Definitely. I try to share this. Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Definitely, ma'am. The coordinator, I will share the file to coordinator. They have to send it to you. Okay, so that's it. This is the data science concept. Okay. Okay, still we will discuss it in this entire session. We have to see the concept of what is data science, where it is help, what is exactly data science, types and applications of data science, what is the types of machine learning and deep learning, how it is implemented, what are the requirements needed for data science prediction, as well as what are the important tools we can using in a data science field. This kind of things we can see in this particular session, as well as we can see the hands-on project on crop prediction using machine learning concept also we will see. I hope everyone can understand. So thank you for one or two people will give an explanation. What was that? Give an answer for my question. And yeah, Mukesh are also asking some questions also. So thank you for that. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So any project related or data related, so anything you have, you can ask.
Participants are kindly requested to ask any queries with the guest now. He is waiting in the line to answer for your queries.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could you please tell me the advantage of using Google Colab as well and Anaconda Navigator?
Yeah. So both are same. So there is not much difference between the Collab as well as Anaconda. The Anaconda Navigator is having a common platform. So inside the Anaconda application, we have a multiple sources like Jupyter as RStudio, same like what was that Eclipse. So multiple editors available. And what is the major difference means the Jupyter is an offline editor. The the Collab is a online editor. That is the major difference. See, the
Sir,
both
but
are.
right
Yes,
now, actually, you execute a Streamlit program, right?
of course, sir.
That program was executed actually, you mentioned the program in the notepad, and normally you executed the program in the command prompt, right? You
Of
have
course,
not
sir.
used Navigator. Yeah. Am I
Because
right?
of I using a
Yeah.
UI, so I create a UI, so that's why I need to online thing. That's why I go with it ideally as command prompt.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, actually, one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If you are making data sets into the like we have more and more algorithm regarding deep learning, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So if you are going to implement like a hybrid methodology, whether it is possible to make more accuracy value by viewing the program via navigator, or we are having more code samples in Google Colab. Which one will show a more accurate one, sir?
Sir, that was based on our model wise, sir.
Model based in the sense what getting
Uh,
data in,
No, no, sir. No, sir. Now have it, sir. Wait. So now we can see, so I said, because any kind of type projects we have to take means definitely our target we have to identify. That was yes or no type we have to predict our data, or else continuously we can predict the price based on the our problem type wise we can choosing the algorithms. So here you can see the classification means the multiple Navy Bayes classifier decision tree. So every algorithm have a one uniqueness. For example, here I using the multi-classes prediction. That means multiple crops I have to predict. So that's why I using the decision tree classifier, because decision trees is based on the particular what was that branches. The branches wise they have to execute it. Around 20 plus 20 crops is that. So every crops having individual factors and individual um, yeah, what is the ranges wise they have to differ. So that's why using the decision tree. So same like that, maybe our prediction in yes or no type wise I can choosing a random forest or else k nearest neighbors, like that algorithms I have to choose. So most of us, the multi-classes there means we can using the algorithm, like a decision tree algorithm. So the same like that, you can take the problem as a multi-classes or a binary classes. Based on that, the accuracy will, the model will differ. So in case your model is not having a much value, that means above 70 value means that was a good one. So your prediction will be better. In case you're getting less than 70 or less than 50 means you can try with that different algorithm. So you can asking about the accuracy. The accuracy is based on our algorithm. So once we can check it, the accuracy score, we can get one idea, right? So that's why based on your score base, you can change it your algorithm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your clear explanation. And really, it was very useful for us to, you have been given the prediction which we referring the data sets comparatively towards the program. It was really great to for us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Any other queries from participant side? If no queries, then we can wind up the session. Now I will call Banu Madam to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your enlightening and thought-provoking session. Your words have truly added immense value to our faculty development program. On behalf of the organizing team and all the participants, I extend our heartfelt gratitude for sparing your valuable time to be with us today and sharing your knowledge, insight, and experience. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Sir, I kindly request you to switch on your video, sir. With the PPT, along with your video, I need to take screenshot. For 1 second, can you please switch on your video, sir?
For now, ma'am?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Participants are kindly requested to fill the feedback link which is shared in the chat box.
Ma'am, I'm invisible, ma'am. I can't turn on my video. Maybe my camera is problem, I think. Is it
Okay,
visible?
sir, then no problem. No problem, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session.
Okay,
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.